A ceasefire is an agreement between opposing sides in a conflict to stop fighting for a certain period. It's essentially a temporary suspension of hostilities and can be part of a formal treaty or an informal understanding. The goal of a ceasefire can vary from allowing humanitarian aid to reach affected populations to creating an opportunity for peace negotiations. It's important to note that a ceasefire is different from an armistice, which is a formal end to a war. Regarding the tension between Pakistan and India, there has been a long history of complex and often strained relations since their independence in 1947. The primary source of tension has been the dispute over the Kashmir region. This has led to multiple wars and numerous smaller conflicts. In recent times, escalating military conflict was sparked by a terror attack in Pahalgam, in Indian-administered Kashmir. India retaliated by attacking what it called terrorist infrastructure within Pakistan. Pakistan then launched Operation Bunyan Marsoos. This led to a period of heightened tension, with reports of cross-border firing and other military actions. However, just yesterday, on May 10, 2025, a ceasefire agreement was reached between India and Pakistan following mediation efforts, notably by the United States. While this was welcomed by many countries and brought a sense of relief, there have already been reports today, May 11, 2025, of alleged violations of the ceasefire from both sides, with accusations of renewed firing and incursions. India has stated it will respond strongly to any further breaches, while Pakistan maintains its commitment to the truce. High-level diplomatic talks between the two nations are reportedly scheduled for tomorrow, May 12, at noon. The situation remains sensitive, and the durability of this ceasefire is yet to be fully seen. India and Pakistan, even if temporary and fragile as the current one appears to be, can bring several potential benefits. For civilians, immediate reduction in violence. The most direct benefit is a halt to the fighting, which means an end to shelling, airstrikes, and cross-border firing that directly endanger civilian lives and property. This offers immediate relief and a sense of security to those living in conflict-affected areas, particularly in regions like Kashmir. Humanitarian access. A ceasefire can create a window for humanitarian organizations to reach populations in need with essential supplies like food, water, and medical aid. It allows for the evacuation of the injured and the delivery of assistance to those displaced by the conflict. Reduced displacement. Cessation of hostilities can prevent further displacement of people who are forced to flee their homes due to the fear of violence. It may also create conditions for some displaced individuals to consider returning home, although this depends on the perceived long-term stability of the ceasefire. Psychological relief. Living under constant threat of conflict takes a heavy toll on the mental health of civilians. A ceasefire can provide a much-needed respite from this stress and anxiety, offering a glimmer of hope for a more peaceful future. For India and Pakistan, de-escalation of tensions. A ceasefire can prevent the immediate escalation of the conflict, potentially pulling both nations back from the brink of a wider war. This is particularly significant given that both are nuclear-armed states. Opportunity for dialogue. While a ceasefire itself doesn't resolve the underlying issues, it can create an environment conducive to diplomatic discussions and negotiations. This pause in fighting can be used to explore pathways towards a more lasting peace. As seen with the talks scheduled for tomorrow, it provides a chance for high-level engagement. Reduced military expenditure. In the short term, a halt in active fighting can lead to a temporary decrease in military spending on immediate operations and logistics. These resources could potentially be redirected to other pressing needs. International pressure relief. Intense conflicts between India and Pakistan often draw significant international concern and pressure for de-escalation. A ceasefire can temporarily ease this pressure and provide both nations with space to reassess their strategies, specifically regarding the current situation, as of May 11, 2025. Despite the reports of violations today, the initial ceasefire yesterday offered a moment of relief. If the upcoming talks on May 12 can lead to a more robust and respected truce, the benefits mentioned above could become more tangible and long-lasting. However, the alleged breaches highlight the fragility of the situation and underscore the deep-seated mistrust that remains between the two countries. The international community will be closely watching to see if this pause in hostilities can be sustained and transformed into a meaningful step towards peace. It's important to remember that a ceasefire is often just the first step. Sustaining peace requires addressing the root causes of the conflict, building trust, and engaging in meaningful dialogue. The reports of violations serve as a stark reminder of the challenges that lie ahead in achieving lasting stability between India and Pakistan.